As you guys might have not heard, or if you lived under a rock today like me, long story short, Ni no Kuni Global will not exist anymore coming September the 17th. So I'm gonna go through this. So yeah, basically, first things first. The model, I agree with the decision making here, honestly. So we'll start with the top. I'm going to read it through step by step. Okay. Greetings, Soul Divers. This is a message from the Ni no Kuni Crossworlds dev team. Well, there isn't a dev team, so today we come to you with a heavy heart to share some difficult news. Yeah, bullshit. Alongside details about a new journey that lies ahead. So there is some silver lining in that. The fact that they didn't just shut it. They wanted people to still enjoy. I mean, you can take it as a double-edged sword of, oh, they still want to milk them. But it also, if people actually enjoy it, they've got a way to continue, which I think is good. So it's a 50-50 on you thinking, is it lazy dev, or are they actually being considerate? Before we begin our formal announcement, we would like to express our deepest and most... I mean, that's just AR bullshit. We know this. They just say it because it pulls your heartstrings, and if you don't, you sound heartless. It's just kind of like a pretext you have to fill in. Our most sincere gratitude to all the soul divers who spent the last 4 years with us. Yeah, damn right, I've been here since day one. Day one. So, I'll go into each bit by bit. Reflecting on our journey, since Ni no Kuni Crossworlds took its very first steps, countless soul divers has filled this world with life. Yeah, true, it was very, very busy at the beginning. From the moment you first looked around the plaza at Evermore to gathering companions to face formidable foes and strategizing late into the night with your kingdom members, every footprint you left behind is made. Ni no Kuni Crossworlds what it is today. There were moments of joy and perhaps times of disappointment. I mean, let's rephrase that. There were small moments of great joy and perhaps many times of disappointment. But every single moment remains an incredible, precious record to us. I mean, yeah, that's how I met all you wonderful people. We thank you once again from the bottom of our hearts for staying with us for all. No. We didn't stay because of you. We stayed because of the community. The friends we built. That's the reason why we kept playing. I mean, we all know that for a fact. That anyone that's still around has nothing to do with the game half the time. It's usually the friends they enjoy playing with. Now here comes the server's termination. After much deliberation and thorough review, it is with a heavy heart that we share the following news. The Marble service, current game servers and official forum officially terminate on September the 17th. Now, the way we're looking at this is, when this game was made, there was a huge hype around crypto. So in early 2019, 2020, crypto was the rage. Crypto was everything. The future was crypto. And so they decided to build a company called MarbleX and use it with the client, because it literally is built in the client, crypto. Now, one of the reasons why they have the EOS to open the Korea server for us is because this current version is different and it's built on crypto. So they literally have to delete the game and be like, bye-bye, to get rid of the company. They're probably going to liquidate it, sell off the stocks, whatever. That company's failed. The business idea of it was overhyped. They put billions in and nothing happened. Prior to this, the sale of all paid items in the game shop will be discontinued on July the 2nd, which is expected. They have to, by law, announce when they're going to EOS and give you a 2-month period before closing the stores. Otherwise, you can charge back. After careful evaluating the future direction of operations, we concluded that it is difficult to continuously provide a stable service experience under the current structure. Now, this I totally agree with, because the way this game got turned into was a completely different model from Korea. I mean, look at our PvP weapons. We had a separate PvP weapon compared to Milky and Dark. Like, we have a whole new weapon system that Korea never had. We had Milky, which has made our Dark and Light build weaker than Korea. because it's built into one weapon for them. And so we actually ended up getting weaker. Also, the whole crypto thing and everything, it became a hot mess. It literally became a hot mess. Like, I don't understand why they wanted to try a different model, thinking it might be better. But in the end, it just failed. It flopped, it failed. Botters came in the early days, farmed mined the currency down to the moon, the opposite end of the moon, down to Australia and China, and now it's literally a shell of what it was. So, in the beginning, people had problems logging in the game unless you had the login pass, which a lot of people didn't realise. So they explored various alternatives, but ultimately, because the whole Marble X situation, they're just going to have to shut this global down. Protect your precious and give them currency, which we don't really care about. We want to emphasise the decision was not made lightly, and words cannot fully express how deeply apologetic we are to everyone who has placed their trust. I mean, again, that's just like bandaging the wound, you know. So the web shop for Marble X exchanges will remain available until September the 10th at 6 AM. We strongly advise soul divers who wish to make exchanges complete them for this deadline. So sell your asterite, sell your territe if you've got it, or if you've got too much asterite and you feel like it's going to be useless, give it to people who can get their CP up or something, or whatnot. Anyway, yeah, so how collect our data, we don't know, but there's a website that we'll be asked to do in early July. So it's literally going to be in the first few days, because they said that on July 2nd, when shops close, they will open the new server. Because it says here, the new global unified server will officially open in July prior to the service termination. If my brain is correct, prior means coming before. So basically, before September, but in July, they will open the new service. By establishing this new home before the current service ends, we aim to minimize any gap in your adventure and ensure can seamlessly continue their journeys. Right, so basically, July, new server. Yes. Your EOS will end in September, but we can all start in July. I mean, it's actually quite close. We're end of June, so it's actually quite close to already starting. So there isn't much downtime. Now, this is another part which makes me think eventually we will play against Korea, Japan, Taiwan. We plan to provide accelerated growth support on the new server. So this makes me think that they want us all above level 300. Because most of Korea now are over 300. So we'll probably get the 1000% buff, and we will probably catch up in about 6 months. We're still going to be behind. But Levels has proven that levels aren't exactly the biggest of things in terms of damage. It helps, but there are people that are like level 260 that are slamming everyone on damage. It just helps overall. Now, because we're a new server, there's going to be new titles. So people that feel, oh no, I got level 300 on the last server, you can still get it on this server. It's just you still have to be first. And so the information about this accelerated growth will come up on the special website, and the new server will be provided subsequently through separate notices. So they're obviously going to give us a lot of free stuff. They're probably going to give us stuff at the start, figure out what's missing, and then give just our server extra stuff and be like, hey, you know you don't have this, so here, everyone gets this. I think they'll do that. So there's a lot of systems to go through, because Korea has a lot more stuff. Now, the amount of stuff so I'm going to the shop. So this is their shop. Notice how it's completely different to global. Also, incredibly cheap. 160 yen? What is 160 yen? 160 yen into pounds. 75p. Yeah. 75p for this. It's €1. It's so much cheaper. It was crazy how much Global was charging us. And look, you get literally all these chests. Oh my god, it's crazy. I mean, they have so many shops. They've got experience shops to get increased experience. Everything's in diamonds as well. Wait, what's this? So this is the experience buff. I have no idea what this is. I need fellas to give me the Korean thing to read Korean. So, I mean, you can already tell like how much stuff they have on here is like they got 20 tabs. Global has like 3. Yes, they got familiar stuff. This, well, you know what that kind of is. Loads. They got 2 pages of this. Raid. Then they got season 2 field bosses. This is all field boss. Oh, Footman Expedition stuff. So they got all this new stuff. Level 200. No idea what this stuff is. You got all this new stuff. So you got a lot to look get into. That was just one store page. Then there's this store page. They literally can buy experience and gold if you're low. Adding new weapons. Oh, look, here's the cool thing. You can buy genie lamps for 100 diamonds. Well, whip is just the same weapon, just once you hit level 100, there was a quest to let you switch. So, is there a twisting border? Their twisting border is actually slightly different. They've got witch, swordsman, engineer as top 3, but they have their own brackets in Korea. So, witch has their own bracket, engineer has their own bracket, swordsman has their own bracket. And this is all. This is all. So currently on all, witch, swordsman, engineer, witch, engineer, rogue. To be honest, I think if you want to be the number 1, take a number 1, rogue. Rogue is the strongest DPS class in game by far because of 2 of their abilities. But that's like the echelon. This is, if you have everything, rogue wins. It has a couple of special abilities that no other class has, which increases your damage. Yeah, so this is the number 1 kingdom on the server. Is this all servers? Okay, this is all servers. There is a 47 mil who's done 84 mil. Okay. So yeah, so you go rogue. This is where I say rogue start catching up. And they got a new region. Let's have a look. I don't think I can go there though. Yeah, this zone. It even has fishing zones. Can I go to the field boss? No, I still can't go there. Right, so we get accepted. So the migration period is going to happen again starting from next week. Along with the growth you have achieved are not lost in vain, we have prepared migration support rewards. So it will record all your characters' stats on the 2nd of July. So I am going to be CP bloating like mad this week. I mean, who isn't? Everyone's going to be wearing max HP, max defense aura, max attack aura, you name it. Your highest achieved CP is verified via your linked account. Our rewards will be distributed automatically when you log into the Global Unified Service. So I'm guessing just using the same login details you have before. So when you start there, it'll be like, okay, this is the recorded data we got. So basically, the reason why you want to get your highest CP is because rewards will be distributed along when you log in. So we don't know yet, but we're gonna have to figure out what kind of tier system. Is it every million? Is it every 2? We don't know. So everyone's just gonna try and bloat. That's why we're bloating, is to get better rewards. They say they are preparing more generous awards for higher CP tiers, and detailed information on the rewards, distribution methods, and claim periods will be thoroughly explained in a future notice. This is big. This is what we're waiting for, is this main post. They're going to announce it before next week, how the distribution method is going to work. Now, if it's bad, we all need to get together and say, this isn't good enough. You've got to do better. Okay, so you need to be with me. If we see that we don't feel it's good enough or fair for the higher CPs, let's as a team call it out, because it works. In Korea, it works. If there's something that Korea don't like, they mass protest, they mass message. Korea listens. To repay the dedication of the soul divers who stay with us to the end, we'll do our absolute best until the very final moment. Yeah, we'll see. Final words. We deeply understand this transition may feel sudden and disappointing. Nevertheless, we kindly ask for your generous understanding, as the decision was made to provide a better game environment. That's how I think of it. Ni no Kuni Crossworlds is not stopping here. We are taking a step forward into a new chapter. On the global unified service with a more stable operative environment, deeper growth mechanics, and brand new content, we are prepared to welcome you back. This is where I think we are going to get the Korean clients, because they have stated we'll get better growth, more mechanics, and you welcome us back. Basically, TLDR, if you haven't watched this in the last hour, what they're going to do, get rid of Marble X. They've had enough of it. Didn't work. Piece of shit. Hello, Korea style gaming, where everything is cheaper, and it should be a lot more fun for us. So, well, that's what we're hoping for. And from the final page of our current service to the very first page on the new server, we will dedicate ourselves to being right by your side. We sincerely look forward to the day we meet you again on the new continent, and we thank you for reading this long letter. Sincerely, development team.